for this top 16 match, we have Samuel Kung versus Kevin Ford.
Yeah, Kevin's actually a really, really good friend of mine. He's playing Nekroz just like I am, so...
As for Samuel, Samuel is playing Burning Abyss.
Yeah. Burning Abyss, not really a great matchup, or doesn't really have a good matchup against Nekroz, just because Brianak can spin back Dante's, Unicorn negates the effects, and Trish is just a really devastating card if it goes off.
But hey, well, you got to the top 16, so maybe he'll know something that we don't.
Yeah, Samuel will definitely have his work cut out for him as to what he needs to play around.
But remember in Nats that a lot of Nekroz did not make it very far. Well, they, people pre-counter them.
Yeah.
Knowing that they'll be really well represented.
Well, there were still 35 of the top 64 decks were Nekroz, but the finals were 2 BA players, so...
Hey, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of a sun glare on the black side. So,
alright.
Revealing his hand.
Okay.
Did you get a glance?
I saw a Book of Moon in MST, a couple cards.
Book of Moon's pretty good against BA.
Book of Moon is a very good card there.
So, Samuel going first. That glare is pretty annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine. Oh, they're asking us questions.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, whatever the case is.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so Samuel's going first. He's going to set 4 back row and pass turn.
Is that even a good hand for BA?
I know Kevin doesn't play Denko Sekka. But, so,
hey,
I mean, that's not...
this is still game 1, though.
Yeah.
4 back row. Well, let's see what Kevin goes into. He had a Book of Moon. I saw Preparation of Rites, I think.
I think so.
Can he OTK?
Maybe not through 4 back row. But we'll see.
Well, if he ditches one card, say, I would assume is a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast.
Right. Or a Raigeki Breaker or Karma Cut. Some discard outlet for that card in his hand.
But if multiple cards require a discard outlet, only one will be active.
Okay, so Kevin's ditching Brianak to search for...
What is he gonna search? Checking his hand. So that's not really ideal with that many spells. I remember seeing it being mainly green.
Yeah.
Goes with Chrysalis?
Chrysalis. Pitch Chrysalis and add...
Kaleido? Is
Possibly.
there a Unicorn?
If there's a Unicorn, then Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope
yeah, okay,
it
so
is.
Kaleidoscope. So, if Samuel has a Mind Crush, he wouldn't activate it on either of those searches. He'd wait until he commits the Kaleidoscope to the board, Mind Crush Unicorn, and then hopefully force Kevin to make an awkward play.
Yeah. Or you can actually make bluff-like plays. So Kaleidoscope is
does
activated.
Kaleidoscope. Does
Emptiness.
Samuel have a response?
Emptiness would be really good now.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, it's a free...
So he's going to Mind Crush, and he's going to call Unicorn.
So the Shrit, a Book of Moon, MST, and I could not see the last card.
No. Shrit Book, MST Prep.
Oh. Hey, that's actually a really good hand.
That bad. So the prep is definitely live. You can prep into...
You can get that Kaleidoscope back.
Yeah.
Prep into another Unicorn.
I think I don't know.
Actually, I might do it. Because I just technically got rid of a Mind Crush for free.
Right.
And I'll get a +1 after that. Not sure if you want to do prep right now. Because you did already activate Kaleidoscope. You cannot activate multiple Nekroz ritual spells per turn.
And he can't... Oh, so he's going to prep now. He can't activate Brianak's effect again.
So he is doing the Unicorn.
Right.
And adding the...
So he has his play set up for next turn.
Oh. And seeing that the BA player does not have too much, he has one card in hand, and no other monsters, he's not in too much danger unless Dante mills like a god.
The other thing is that
two.
he can pitch that Unicorn to add back Brianak and then search for an appropriate answer just in case that's not the best play.
So Greeting Fiend has been activated. That's a really good card. He gets to dump one. He probably will dump a Graph.
Yeah.
Or a Scarm. And he's putting back a...
Shuffles back Unicorn and dumps...
Any real reason why Unicorn would be the choice, not the other O's?
I probably would... Well, I mean, I think he doesn't want him to draw the Brianak again.
I suppose.
Right, because he already has the Unicorn hand. Yeah. Actually... Yeah, so he's gonna dump Scarm.
Scarm will activate and give him a search.
That can give him a tour guide, right? So.
Oh yeah, that's a big play. And we do know that. Let's see the tour guides right there. We do know that one of the two sets is MST, and the other set I believe is a Book of Moon.
Yeah. So MST, Book of Moon. Neither of those cards really doing anything to. Well, I mean,
tour guide.
You can book the tour guide, but so we can't overlay. But I don't think that's a really good play.
But it does stop him from making any other...
Right, it stops him from exceeding.
Exceeding plays.
He's going to tour guide probably into a Graph.
Graph is a really good target right now. Gotta be careful. Keeping cards in hand may get you trished. And... I don't think the BA player runs counter traps to stop that.
He could play Divine Wrath, maybe, but probably not.
Oh, so he books.
So he does book the Graph.
That's really good because if you flip someone that Graph will die.
Right, and I think Kevin's objective here is just to stop the Burning Abyss player from milling too many cards from getting his engine going. Right.
Yeah, Lily preventing the startup here. So Book of Moon. Okay, takes 1,000 on
tour guide. That's fine.
What does he have? Well, we do know that there's going to be a Kaleidoscope play coming. What would be the ideal search in this situation? There's also a Shrit in hand.
I think it really depends on his draw, but...
Could you set up a Trishula play from this?
Well, he can go Kaleidoscope, dump Herald, summon Unicorn, search Brio. But he needs both a Mirror and a Trish in hand then. So
end phase MST hits.
Oh, he hits the skill drain. Oh my god.
Well, I could have kept it. It still would have not mattered as much.
But that's a pretty lucky blind MST there.
Yeah, they're not following our slogan.
Yeah, he did not hold on to his MST.TV. Okay, so the Kaleidoscope's gonna go through. And he's going to dump Herald to summon Unicorn out, and Herald's going to get a search.
I don't know what card he drew, but considering that he has a Shrit, he could potentially get Brio.
Right. He can get
Brio search into Chrysalis, maybe. Or Unicorn. Chrysalis or Unicorn into... so he's going for Brio. If he dumps that Brio into, say, Chrysalis into... a cycle, maybe.
Right.
Will he be able to actually turn that Shrit into a Trish? That really depends if he actually had
the thing is here,
another spell.
With only one card in the Burning Abyss player's hand, I don't think that going for Trish is the safest play. You're gonna force a Phoenix Wing, Wind Blaster, or Raigeki Break.
So attacking the Graph. If Graph dies, even though you may choose to summon another Burning Abyss monster from your deck, that monster will also be destroyed because Tour Guide is on the field and you cannot control another type of monster.
Oh, he's going to de-prison the Unicorn.
Oh. So that's an interesting back row. I did not know that.
So
BA
Kevin must have drawn an MST because he has the Karma Cut now.
Oh, so Samuel scoops because he knows that he's going to get Trish next turn.
Yeah.
So, onwards to game 2.
Okay, so what would you side in if you were playing Nekroz against a Burning Abyss player?
Roll Decree.
Yeah?
Probably the most basic side I'm going to put in. If I don't have enough MSTs, I'll put in the remaining MST. Aside from that, I don't really side too much. against them.
How about the Burning Abyss player? What would you put in?
For Burning Abyss, I might be afraid of Danko Seka, so I might put in Chaos Trap Holes. Skill Drain's already there, so a lot of my stuff might preemptively activate. Lancia for sure.
Yeah, if you play Lancia, it's definitely going in, but I don't see too many BA players playing Lancia, actually. I think Mistake probably got sided in, and Imperial Iron Wall.
Iron Wall for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Kevin's opening up with a Manju.
Very good opening. Probably the best opening hand card.
One of the best cards you can open with.
Yeah. So much flexibility.
I wish I opened with it more often.
You don't need it.
Okay, so Manju's into Unicorn. Probably a Kaleidoscope play coming up.
Rhoda.
Okay, so Rhoda into
Maybe into
Chrysalis. Yeah, pretty standard.
So, yeah, Chrysalis is going to go probably straight to searching. Kaleidoscope? Does he have a Valk in hand? I probably would not go for the Valk one because a bottomless trap hole will get rid of two cards.
Right.
It's a bit too risky, and then you don't get to send a Herald of Arc Light, so you will not get another search to go with it.
There's 3 back row there, which is
too risky to do.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Well, most likely it's going to be a Kaleidoscope right now. Unless there's a blind MST. There it is, the
Kaleidoscope. I know Kevin's also playing one Galaxy Cyclone over one of his MSTs.
Why is that?
He's
Mind Crush.
Oh, so he does have the Mind Crush for the Unicorn again.
There's a Shrit in hand, a Maxi,
a Preparation of Rites.
Wow, it's just like last hand.
I know, it's just like last game. No, I was talking to Kevin, and he's just concerned about floodgates, and he said that with Galaxy Cyclone, it works almost like a Night Beam, because even if you target a set floodgate and they chain the floodgate, it still gets rid of it.
Yes.
Right, so I think...
Because it destroys it, not the target.
Right. I mean, the only thing that you're really worried about is Imperial Iron Wall, but it's still a decent choice.
So it swings into a Skarm.
So Kevin will take 600 damage.
Well, nothing out of the standard so far. This game, Sam is a little more defensive. He did open with a Skarm and Mind Crush, similar to last game where he went Skarm, Mind Crush.
Right, but he didn't open up with the first turn Dante, so he wasn't able to mill a bunch of cards and get his engine going.
Preparation of Rites once again.
Man, Kevin had prepped both games so far.
So is he going to add that Unicorn again? Yes.
He is. Okay. So
it is a really good thing. If they stop you with a Mind Crush and you have a prep rights, you might as well just add the second Unicorn.
Right.
And then get that Kaleidoscope back. So then your Kaleidoscope is still live.
Mm-hmm.
And he passes turn, I think. So,
yeah,
yes,
right,
Sam draws. 2 cards in hand. The Skarm. Is he going to make an aggressive play by activating one of his traps on his own turn, ditching maybe a Graph? That would be pretty good.
Actually, here I'd probably rather normal summon the Graph, and then overlay detach the Graph for Dante's effect, but
if he can go for game.
If you can go for game, sure.
Oh, Tribute Summon.
Oh, what?
Vanity's
Fiend in the sideboard. That's pretty big.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot that other decks will side deck Spell Cancelers, Vanity's Fiends, Majesty's Fiend.
Right.
So this is a really good play.
That
and then he gets a search.
Okay, that Vanity's Fiend is going to put in a ton of work here. Hopefully Kevin has an out, but...
It's remote Bullblader. You have...
Well, I mean, he'd side out the Bullblader for game 2.
Well, Raigeki's still a card.
Well, Raigeki, Darkhold, yeah, any of those cards.
There's a lot of outs. Like, anything that could out a Jinlock would probably out this as well.
Right.
So adds a Farfa.
Kevin definitely has his work cut out for him. He has to get rid of that Vanity's Fiend.
Not looking too hot right now, but
who knows?
What can he do? It's his turn now. Oh,
he top decked the Raigeki. Kevin,
stop.
Come on, man.
What a sacky top deck. But it's just what he needed.
Yeah.
So he can actually make more plays. Well, I guess that Kaleidoscope can go into play now.
Alright, so he's going to Kaleidoscope into Unicorn.
Here we go. Now it's successful. Just like last game. Deja vu?
Second time, why not?
Okay,
he's searching for Trishula.
Is he going to Trish him? Ooh. He does have one card in hand, which is a Farfa. And
no, he has multiple cards in hand.
Oh, yes. I did not see that. Trish happens. It's going to be over.
Okay, so Mirror.
Mirror.
Yeah, this isn't looking too great.
Oh, Trish is happening.
He better have some kind of effect negation.
Divine Wrath.
See, there we go.
Wow.
Alright.
Should still get the search, though.
Yeah, and Farfa's going to banish Unicorn, I believe.
What a safe play.
That is a very safe play. That Divine Wrath.
I'm surprised that people still run Divine Wrath.
But Divine Wrath, I mean, it's a counter trap, so he can't.
And it requires a discard, so.
Right. But at the same time, he can't Gungnir to protect it or ditch a second Trish for it, right? So.
Very, very useful card in this matchup. Very smart. I thought this card was not used anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a little while, so. Oh, he didn't use Farfa's effect to banish it.
Should have happened. Should have,
but
I guess he just didn't activate it.
Who are we to judge?
Well, we were the judges of this event.
Fair enough. Alright, so I mean, despite all this, Samuel still looks like he's in a really tight spot here.
Someone's a Fire Hand. Fire Hand swings.
Huh.
Into the Farfa.
Oh,
I guess he did not
have been something else he discarded.
Well, Unicorn attacks into the Farfa. It's gonna banish whatever it banishes. Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't. It stops Kevin from overlaying here, but
I guess it does prevent the Abyss Dweller.
Right, Abyss Dweller is a pretty big card.
It's just gonna come back in a second, anyways.
Yeah. Trying to bluff into not banishing. That's not true. Always fulfill your effects, even though it may look like it doesn't do anything.
Right.
So it's another card. Passes.
Back row.
Okay, it's MST.
Top deck's the MST.
He's getting everything he wants.
Kevin's top decking.
His deck is like Christmas, and he's got what he wants.
He has Karma Cut, so he's gonna banish. Okay.
Wow. Karma Cut's other effect kicking in.
Oh, wow.
Banishing the other unicorns, too. I often forget that.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty handy. It prevents him from cycling it back, but I mean, Unicorn's not usually.
Nor you can use Nekroz Mirror and banish 2 unicorns to get a Valk.
Sure.
It's been done before.
I mean, that's something you can do. I don't know if it's
if it's a late game thing.
Right.
You just kill the late game strategy. But that Fire Hand is still there, and that's a really annoying card. Fire Hand and Ice Hand are pretty typical sides.
Maybe Kevin's afraid of particularly Mistaken Iron Wall. The Ice Hand helps in getting rid of those.
Yep. So he searches a Brio. Brio search. No,
I think he's searching for
a Valk. No, it's a Unicorn. So he's gonna go with a Unicorn. Well, he only activated one Preparation of Rites. So, sorry, not Preparation of Rites. He used Preparation of Rites to get back his Kaleidoscope. So he does have another Kaleidoscope.
That Fire Hand's really going the distance, though. Attacks into another Scarm.
That Scarm is putting in like The best wall so far.
2,000 defense points.
Not a lot of Nekroz things can go through that. Well, technically everything can, but not for Kevin. Not for Kevin. 1,600. That's another 400 damage in. Does Sam have any cards in hand? No, he's top decking.
No, that's his only card.
He needs to make Dante ASAP.
Yeah. And that's a fire hand on board, so whatever he makes, not really in an ideal position here.
Make a Rubik. Summon Rubik? Synchro?
No, he doesn't have a card to ditch in his hand for Virgil's
That's
effect.
true.
So he's gonna...
Needs Dante. You know what? There's no play without Dante right now.
Yeah, Samuel hasn't made Dante all game. Actually, either game, so...
That's
definitely not going his way.
unfortunate. And now he has a card in hand. If that's a Mind Crush, that's not too bad.
It's okay.
He can still prevent himself from dying this turn. If I was in Kevin's shoes, I'd feel really good, and I'd probably like force a Trish right now.
Right. I think Kevin should be playing a little bit more aggressively. He's gonna pitch Unicorn to get back Nekroz Mirror. Oh, and there's a Shrit in Graveyard.
Yeah, the first Nekroz Mirror used Shrit from hand.
Right.
So if he plays it now, he can definitely drop another monster.
Oh, so he's gonna mirror.
Does he play second Trish?
You never know.
Well,
So he gives
it's
a thumbs
most
up?
likely gonna be banishing the Shrit. And even if he doesn't use Shrit, he can totally use the other cards too.
Well, if that's a Fiend Grey thing, he could chain and hit the Shrit.
Oh, that'd be pretty good. Is it? Nope, it is not. The mirror resolves.
He's
Valk
gonna
is
summon
summoned.
Valkyris.
We put in some damage. No one summons Ice
And
Hand.
summoned Ice Hand. Those hands are coming in pretty handy.
Stop. Well, he can definitely make Dweller.
He can make Dweller.
Dweller seems like a very good idea right now.
He could also kill this. Yeah. He could kill this Skarm and make Rhapsody and then tribute off the Rhapsody. Oh, Crush Card Virus. That's
pretty good. The Ice Hand will live. Oh, but this is Maxi still in hand.
right. So Kevin's only cards are Maxi and Ice Hand.
Ice Hand. There's no way he can kill him now.
Right.
He can choose to send monsters too.
Yeah. So Kevin's deciding whether or not he wants to send anything from his deck to the graveyard.
That was a really good crush card. Really well timed. With only Ice Hand on board and no back row, that Ice Hand is like
Yeah. Okay.
just
so
the vanilla at this
pretty,
point.
pretty much. So the Ice Hand's going to attack for 1,400 damage, and that should be it, because Kevin can't do much with only Ice Hand and Maxi.
Now he adds a is that a tour
Oh,
guide?
yeah, he searched for Tour Guide.
Oh, I think he can finally make that Dante.
Yeah, and he has no back row. He can attack over the Ice Hand without fear.
Well played.
Huh, solid play by Samuel here.
He's
so
not in the
gonna
top
draw.
16 for nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was a really good crush.
Alright, so he's going to draw. And...
What's going to happen here?
Okay, so he's thinking about what he wants to do.
3 cards in hand now. With a max, but there is a max C.
Right.
We can't overlook that. He has to think about whether he wants to commit, but right now he's not in control of the board.
Yeah.
That moment, like, you need a Seer. Normal summon a Seer.
That'd be ideal.
Nope, still thinking, still thinking. What are ways to get rid of this Ice Hand? Or better yet, what are the ways to get rid of that Max C? Like, bluff it.
I don't think he can.
If you summon a tour guide, get the Seer out. And then just swing over it. Then you'll burn the Max C.
Sure.
Only one card, not too bad.
But is it worth just leaving the tour guide there? You could go into Dante, and you only give him one more card, but that way when Dante dies, you get Dante's effect too.
That's true.
So, and I mean, if you go into Dante and you mill, you can just detach the tour guide instead of detaching Graph, and that means you don't necessarily special summon again.
Okay, and that is fair. So the tour guide is coming out. Tour guide effect will special summon.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna Max C. And let's see what he does.
Well, he is Kevin is top decking. Is this potentially a Max C challenge?
This isn't a great position for Kevin to be in here.
If he draws nothing, I think one of the best things to do is actually to not kill that ice hand.
Really?
Well, Kevin does have a lot of spells in his graveyard. I don't want him to retrieve any until I'm ready to kill him.
Fair enough.
I might just leave that ice hand on board. Remember that there is a Trishula in the graveyard, so top decking a Shrit will mean you can get a cycle and immediately Trish back. That's dangerous.
So yeah, I went for the Seer. Okay, so Seer's probably just gonna run over Ice Hand. And
top deck's
top deck the Senju.
Wow. I think this day is going pretty well for Kevin.
Yeah. Godly top decks.
His deck is returning the favor. Kevin trash talking here, telling him to keep going.
I think Kevin wants him to keep on special summoning so he can get something going. Because draw a few combo
with
pieces.
a Senju, even if he does not keep going, he can handle this board for sure right now. So he's making the Dante in defense mode, like I said.
Really? Well, he can detach Seer and special summon.
I would probably not a good choice right now.
Right.
Kevin just drew another card.
Okay, so he's gonna set one.
There's an ice hand, so probably keeping the Dante in defense mode won't let it destroy it. And he can't use his graveyard right now.
Okay, so smart play from Kevin.
MST.
He has the MST.
Wow.
I think he just drew that for 10.
Yeah.
What a god.
I think this is one of the battles of top deck gods.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Freund.
MST.
Is he gonna chain it?
What is that face down? I'm very curious. No,
he's not gonna do it.
Not gonna use the karma cut. He's not letting the mirrors come out.
Right. So we know Kevin has a Senju in hand. He could summon the Senju and
search.
He can search.
Overlay
into Direwolf.
Direwolf.
Right. And then
if he has a
clear
Senju,
the board.
That's true.
Right? Dante would add a card to his hand. Seer would summon something, and then he could banish and get Trish back.
Okay, so Senju is summoned. Has to be the situation right now is very sensitive based on what he's gonna add. The wrong card could kill him.
Right.
And both players are running pretty close into time.
Yeah, we're at almost 30 minutes here.
Wow. Taking his sweet time.
Okay, so Kevin digging into the extra deck.
Dweller Raigeki. Perfect.
If Kevin used the Raigeki to get rid of that Vanity's Fiend.
Right.
But I mean, Dweller, Dark Hole. It would kill him for the turn.
Well, and it clears his own board too, so he can start digging cards.
And then he'd only have the one card in hand.
Wow. If that one card is Shrit. Overall, this game is actually going on a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah.
So
Also,
goes
goes
with
for
Emerald.
Emerald. Alright.
Emerald's not bad. That's pretty good. Refuel his deck for
Right.
much needed cards.
I think he wants to send you back in there.
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
Yeah, he's running low on Unicorn. Because 2 of his Unicorns did get banished by Karma Cut.
Right. And the Unicorn's a free card out of your graveyard, so...
Pretty much, it's like any card in your graveyard. So he's adding a Brio.
Okay, so he's going to go Manju, Brio, Unicorn. That's pretty good.
All search cards, pretty much.
Well, I mean, the whole Nekroz deck is a searching deck, so...
Well, he's gonna draw one. Oh, drops a card. Careful there. Wow, someone just hit the camera. I believe that was one of our players.
Probably.
Well, what are you going to do, Kevin? You are 2 minutes into your turn, at least. I believe Sam has the option to call for slow play after 3 minutes.
Something like that. I don't think he's going to, but...
At top 16, trying to rule Shark. Not the best idea. But then again, there are a lot of people that rule Shark in the top cut.
Right, but this is a very delicate situation for Kevin.
Well, you do want him to make the wrong move. So, pressuring into a more time-sensitive situation. So he passes turn. Dante should mill
Dante
now.
going into attack mode and running over Emerald. I mean, Kevin could have a Valken hand, which would be...
Even if he did. Alright, let's see the mills.
1, 3 mills. Oh, the secret village was in the sideboard. He mills
So those are for the downwards.
Right. Well, Downards and Virgil's a spellcaster too.
That's true.
Okay. But he mills, I believe that's Barbar and Dragig.
Well, I don't think he's gonna use Barbar. That's for sure. That's I'm wrong. No, he is using it. Banishing 3. Burning him for 900.
Burn for 900, okay.
Wow, that was unexpected.
And he still gets Seer's Effect.
Seer got a 4/5.
And Dragig. Oh, the Seer summoned Farfa. And he's gonna top deck...
Dragig top decking a card. Graph.
Okay, that's a pretty good play. Now if Samuel has another Burning Abyss card in hand, he could summon it, overlay with Farfa, banish the Emerald, and then mill Graph. And the mill Graph would summon another BA from deck and he could potentially have lethal.
But he's not moving into attack mode yet. Is he just gonna pass turn? This may be a bit too conservative.
A little bit. He could, I mean, he's playing against Nekroz. He could also
So he
be a
special
third
summons
Valk.
another card. I think that's Calcab.
Yeah. He's going to...
He's gonna go overlay again. Maybe a second Dante.
Yeah, another Dante, and he's going to mill that Graph that he just top decked.
Milling Graph and something else. Book and MST. Well, MST is pretty dead.
Right. But that Farfa can banish Daigusto Emerald.
So he right now has 5,000 damage on board, plus the Graph. And he just hit 900 damage. This is actually looking more and more in
Samuel's
favor. Like, double Dante now gets kind of scary.
Yeah, so Farfa banishes the Emerald for the turn.
So now time has been called.
And he summons...
Turn 0.
Skarm.
Skarm has been summoned. Normal summons
Oh,
a
and normal
Seer.
summon Seer. I believe that's lethal.
If there's a Valk, not so much. Overlays it one more time.
To a Met-equipped.
Engineer.
That's a very safe play, actually.
No. It's pretty smart. He can negate his own Dante's attack.
Oh, I see.
Very
Okay.
smart. So he attacks with one Dante and one Mechanical Engineer. So
Right.
that's 18 and 25. He did block the Valk.
Good play, good play. Oh, and he's gonna put downward over top of the two Dantes.
Well, this isn't. We're in time now. So even if those two Dantes die, he's gonna retrieve a lot of cards. There's Sears, there's Scarm.
Right.
This board is not. This board is not just empty threats. It's very scary. Scarm got sent to the graveyard from Engineer's effect. What a comeback! I did not expect this. Sears effect? No.
Oh, and
Kevin's gonna
Okay.
scoop. There's no way he's gonna come back from that.
Right.
So right now, this is top 16. Even though they are in time, they must complete another game, beginning with turn 0.
Right.
So 5 turns.
Okay.
Final game.
Yeah. So since Kevin lost, he's probably gonna want to go second.
Yeah. Going second has its advantage, especially in time. People when you're siding now, you have to consider siding for time. Barbar is going to be pretty useful if you can banish 3 to advance the
That's a
life
pretty
points.
cheesy way to win a game, but
Well, it's time, right?
Right.
Gotta consider that. So
He's
starting
gonna
with the
start off
normal
Seer.
Seer, special summon. No,
we don't
definitely
know
the
which
other way.
Probably special summoning or normal summoning graph.
Well, pretty standard opening for BA here.
Yeah.
Going to Dante. Dante can protect his life points here.
So Dante's effect detaching graph to mill.
1 card. Hits another graph.
Another graph.
Unfortunate.
Dang. If only he detached the seer. Could have
Yeah.
gotten 2 summons.
Well, there's a bit of a luck factor, and now he summons out a Scarm. Just going for the walls.
Do you have another BA monster?
Well, 3 cards in hand. Looking at his extra deck, is he gonna... No, he cannot go into making downer right now. Because there is no main phase 2 for turn 1.
Right.
So that's 1, 2... I like how he's playing with the nice zones that I made. Now looking at this board. 6 cards for Kevin. Kevin needs to break through this. I think
pretty
I saw him.
good.
Did he see a Max C in his hand? Did he just top deck a Max C? Oh, that's so.
I'd be
that's too
pretty sad
bad.
if I top deck Maxi like that.
Right now it's turn 1. 4 more turns to go. Setsu card.
Setsu-
That does not look good. That looks terrible. Fire hand, ice hand?
Maybe.
Fire hand, ice hand wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, at least with those cards, he's maintaining board presence through time, right? It'll be very difficult for Samuel to get at Kevin's life points.
So that's
Alright,
2
so pass his
cards.
turn. Turn 2. Oh. Yeah, turn 2.
Apparently, Kevin's die goes from turn 1 to 6 rather than 0 to 5. So I might say 3 on the die right there. Well, 2 BA monsters in grave. 1 back row. Detaching to mill. Well, he gets graph back.
Yeah.
At least there's that. He's got that coming.
Mills Raigeki, foolish
burial, mind crush. Terrible Mills right there.
Well, lucky for Kevin. And he's gonna use. Yeah. So someone's back graph.
Torrential Tribute is a terrible card.
Oh, so he is gonna max C.
So apparently he top decked the Max C.
Yeah, that Max C was the 6th card he drew.
Very sad Max C indeed.
Unfortunately. Kevin, your top deck sack was too late.
I've actually experienced that a lot myself in Seattle. Always having Max C against BA is a very good thing, but top decking it on your turn is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Now, as I recall, I was judging this match. There something really crazy happens. Now this is turn 2. Overall, no one's really in a winning position so far, because life points is what determines who's winning and who's not.
Right. Okay, so Samuel turns Dante and Scarm to attack mode. He's going to attack into
Ice Hand.
Ice Hand.
Ice Hand pops a card. So this is the damage step when it pops. He uses Divine Wrath.
Oh, that is something you can do.
That Divine Wrath has been...
Yeah.
So, Kevin calls for a ruling here.
Oh, okay.
But Divine Wrath will negate Ice Hand for sure. Because Divine Wrath, he did activate it at the proper timing.
Right.
So, Ice Hand will not get another monster, which is a very good play for Sam here. And he got to discard a card too.
Yeah, but I thought if the card's destroyed, because he said he activates to the summon. Or not the summon, like he said the summon, and then you don't summon.
You don't get to summon if you activate Divine Wrath.
Right.
However, this part has been ruled in Samuel's favor, where Divine Wrath will negate the destruction ability and the summon of Ice Hand.
Well, it's very much like when you Solemn Warning and Ice Hand that's been destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Right?
That is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Not looking too good on another.
Oh, and now there's a
summon.
Farfa coming out?
Ooh, not very good. What did Farfa come out from? Graph?
I'm not too sure.
Well, whatever the case is, that's a lot of damage going to Kevin's face.
It must be from whatever
He discarded
off of Divine Wrath.
Main phase 2. Oh, this game looks like it's in the bag. Don't forget, there's not very many turns left. This is turn 2
already.
And there's gonna be 3, 4, and then 5. 2 turns left for Kevin. 1 turn left for our friend here, Sam. They're really taking their sweet time.
Yeah.
In time.
I mean, it's a very high pressure situation for both of them, though.
I know, this is a single elimination now. Whoever that loses this match will no longer be in the tournament.
Okay, so he's gonna overlay with Graph.
Graph Farfa?
No,
Or
Scarm
Scarm
Farfa.
Farfa. Engineer. Destroying his own graph.
Alright.
That's very safe.
That is safe.
That's a very safe play. He makes a downer too.
Okay, so he's going Downard Mech Quipped.
So in other words, he can protect his monster from dying by battle and card effect,
Right.
which can really stall out the game now.
And he just put a whole bunch of damage on board, so...
He is ahead. He is winning. Oh, there was the Max C
Right.
that was activated. So confirming that Max C is getting his draws. Activates MST. Change MST to the Spell Village when he activates it. Yes. It's not active yet. Well, this is a very, very good spot for
Samuel.
Samuel can pretty much use Engineer to protect and activate a BA effect.
But Kevin at the same time has a huge hand.
Does it really matter though? No cards in Samuel's hand. So can't get trished. In other words, he can only go with destruction effects. If he's gonna use destruction effects, Engineer can definitely hold its own.
Right.
Well, that Manju summon, what's gonna happen here?
Well, thankfully Samuel doesn't have any cards in hand either, so he can't get trished.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
Not looking too good. If I was in Samuel's shoes, I would probably just keep my Engineer alive for the next 2 turns and try to get rid of every single card in my hand.
Right.
And that should pretty much be game. We're into turn 3, and Kevin's just buying time, thinking about what he can do to get out over this board. So he goes with the Brio. If he can summon the Brio,
Yeah.
he can bounce both.
Oh no, he's gonna add Kaleidoscope.
Oh, okay. Can he Kaleido into the Brio?
He could go. Oh, if he plays a level 10, he could Kaleido into Brio Unicorn.
Well, he has a big hand. He definitely can do something like
Right.
that.
Oh no, still thinking about what to add.
What's gonna happen? This is
goes
a
for Brio.
tight spot for.
This is a very tight spot.
I would be very comfortable if I was in Samuel's shoes.
Yeah, I would be too.
No hand. There are no other cards in Nekroz's deck that can remove cards on the board without destruction.
Right.
The only card is Trish. With no hand, that's not possible.
Okay, so he goes Brio into Chrysalis into Kaleidoscope. Not quite sure why he wanted the Brio in there.
Maybe Valk? Prevent damage? Well, he's already behind. So.
Right, but then you...
Okay, Kaleidoscope was emptiness.
Oh, he has emptiness.
Okay,
Oh,
I
dear.
think this is over.
I think that seals it. Unless Kevin has an MST, but he hasn't done it yet.
No,
so.
he used his MST on the Spell Village.
Oh, right.
If he has another MST, then yeah, sure. But right now, not looking good at all on Kevin's side.
See, this is where Kevin...
Well, he sets a trap. I saw a trap. I think that's Mirror Force.
I don't know. I didn't see it. Okay.
So right now, turn 4. Oh man, this game. What would you do if you were in Sam's shoes?
I'm already up, and I have emptiness on board. I'm protecting it. I just pass turn and leave it.
And with Engineer, I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm protecting my monster too. He can't run me over.
Absolutely.
I would probably just get rid of my hand right now.
Yeah, if it's a back row, I'm setting it. If it's a monster, I just set the monster. And,
That's it.
I mean, what else do you need to do?
I can hear it here. Kevin's telling him to attack.
So he's thinking about attacking, I don't know.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea right now.
Yeah.
It's a terrible idea to attack.
It's a really...
No. He mentioned attack 3 times now.
Yeah.
If I was in his shoes, I would probably just... No. He's baiting me for sure.
Yeah, no, Kevin's up to something here.
Oh, he's attacking! Oh my god, no!
Oh no!
Oh no, he ran into a Mirror Force!
Because, oh dear, now the Downerd's gonna die.
Engineer
The emptiness is gonna die. Right, but the emptiness is gonna die.
Emptiness is gonna die.
Which means...
The worst part here is, even though he attacked, he should have attacked with Downerd first.
Right.
Because if he used Downerd's attack first, he can protect the Engineer, making him go in
Right.
defense mode. And then he put it back in attack mode for his next turn, so he can still defend. But since he attacked with the Engineer, he is going to be unable to protect it.
Right.
Well, he can negate the attack, but he can't put it back into attack mode. And Engineer's effect requires it to target an attack mode monster to put to defense. Oh boy,
he
is feeling terrible right now. He's covering his eyes right now.
Yeah.
His head's hands over his head. He can see his mistake. Oh, he just lets them die.
Everything's going to the graveyard.
Emptiness dies in a new chain, so nothing activates at special summons. But he does get to retrieve cards off of Dante.
He gets Dante and Skarm, I believe. That's gotta hurt.
And this is turn 4 of 5.
Right.
Kevin has 1 turn to deal massive damage.
I wonder what that last card in Sam's hand is. So he's adding the graph to hand for sure.
At this point, this is too tough for him to deal with.
Right.
From like being in the best spot possible, knocked down to the ground.
Yeah.
I bet he feels really crushed at this point.
I would feel crushed. I would feel devastated. I'm not gonna lie.
Knowing that there's a 1400 monster on board right now.
Yeah.
So the amount of damage he has to do is not very much.
Yeah, not really.
1 ritual monster can probably deal the damage required. Or perhaps he can even OTK at this point.
Right.
Not feeling good. 2 cards, trying to dig through all his options. Ooh. So I did speak with Sam after that game, and he said he cracked under the pressure.
Well, I mean, playing in time isn't something that a lot of people are very used to,
he's
right?
surrounded with people right now. Like, I don't like it when people watch my games.
No, whenever I have a lot of people watching me play, I mean, everyone's saying different things, and
you just want to tune everyone out because you want to make your own play, but then like, you feel like everyone's judging your play.
Yeah.
And it feels terrible.
And you feel like if you don't make the exact play that everyone's thinking about, they're gonna freak out. And
yeah, well,
it's hard.
You can't like meet everyone's expectations.
Yeah.
And like, what if someone's telling you a bad play?
Yeah.
Like Kevin was telling you to attack.
It was definitely one of the more memorable plays of the tournament, I think.
Oh, Kevin was definitely happy. He secured his.
He secured a spot in the top 8.
Yeah.
Oh, so the last card in hand was a Seer. So he has a Seer and a Graph, and he hasn't used any Burning Abyss effect monsters yet.
Make a second. You need to make a second Engineer to secure this game now.
Right. Even then,
second Engineer can definitely do it. Cannot. I don't think there's any piercing Nekroz monsters. So if he makes another Engineer in attack mode,
right? No, but Kevin can just summon Unicorn.
No, but even then. During standby phase, detach, put him in defense mode.
Sure.
Then your effect will last.
But does he play 2 Engineer?
No, he does not.
Oh no, he just
Dante.
has to go for Dante.
Well, Dante has a double wall.
Right.
Because so
he's gonna use
mill. He's got straight mill. 3. No, I don't think that's a. No, Kevin here is not doing the right thing. He cannot. He thinks he's still under Maxi. He's not under Maxi. No.
Okay, so he still gets Graph special.
But he milled out a Crush card, which is pretty dead, so that's okay. I didn't see the other 2 mills.
I mean, if he had that Crush card in hand, then, I mean, that would pretty much win him the game. Because he could,
just
get like a Skarm, crush it, and then...
Reminds me of the good old days of Sanguine Crush.
Oh, I wasn't playing around then, so...
Oh, that was Teledad.
Thank God.
Teledad was, you either see them open Stratos, Thunder King, or set Sanguine, set Crush.
Oh, dear. I think he just summoned out a Barbar.
Is he trying to kill it? I think he may be trying to kill his own monster, just so he can increase the life point gap.
Right.
It goes into down. Yeah, he is going to increase
Right.
the life point gap.
Yeah.
Into downward.
Not a terrible play.
See, even though he made the biggest misplay, he is trying to do his best to recover. Oh man, I wish best of luck for the next turn. He has no turn after this. This is the final turn for...
Yeah, okay, so that's 900 more damage on board. It all depends on what Kevin can pull out here.
Well, there is a Dante and there is a... I believe there's a Seer left.
Right.
Even though he was devastated with that Mirror Force, he can still try to hold it, but it's going to be difficult.
Oh, he has a Senju. So he
Senju.
gets that free search.
Oh, he can make Dweller now. If he makes the Dweller, then yeah, he does secure this. Dweller and dealing damage. Dweller, Kaleidoscope, and just keep going off.
Yeah.
Dweller will do 17. Unicorn will do the additional... will add up to 4k. And then if you can drop another monster after that, that pretty much pushes him way ahead. Ooh. Does
So
he
he grabs
have
the
it?
Unicorn.
He has a Vulcan hand too. So if he Kaleidoscopes, he can actually drop everything.
No, he's gonna pitch the Unicorn to add Chrysalis and then ditch Chrysalis to grab Kaleidoscope. Maybe he has 2 Unicorns in hand.
Have you ever seen someone do a Kaleidoscope triple Unicorn and swing for game?
I have not seen that.
I saw that before. It was round 7 at regionals. That was unexpected. Summon 1 card, someone sends you, add a Unicorn, play Kaleidoscope, 3 Unicorns.
You summon like Delteros or something.
And then at the end, you can even Cowboy for game. 2 double Cowboy.
Sure.
Well, someone hit the camera again.
Yeah.
They gotta stop hitting the camera.
So he does Kaleidoscope. Is he
Which
gonna
one?
go for...
Oh, he's going for level 12.
Yeah, he dumped Armatile.
The guy that you fuse all your Sacred Beast into
Yeah.
making. He has 10k attack when he attacks.
Oh, if he overlays Senju with Unicorn, he can make a... Yeah, he's gonna make Dweller here, I think, and make a huge guy.
Is it gonna be Dweller?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a Dweller. Now he's just telling him to just
Oh,
attack.
now he cycles.
No, he's doing the BM play by overextending his hand just to show who's boss.
He's gonna cycle for Chrysalis, make downward 0, and he's Jin locked.
And it is
And
game.
yeah, that
Round
is game.
1 of top 16 goes to Kevin.
With that questionable attack into the Mirror Force by
Yeah,
Samuel.
oh my god. I feel a little bit
I'm
teared up inside
Yeah.
watching that.
That was a bit of a dirty play, but it got Kevin the win, which is ultimately what he was after.
Dirty win.
But a win's a win, so
Not in all cases.
for me it is.
That's a bit dirty. Well, let's move on to the next round. Top 8 of MOS Alpha.